Hello everybody, General Discord here. Welcome back once again to Discord in Minecraft. It's been a while since the last episode of Discord in Minecraft. We're going to talk today about the reasons that I have not been doing so good with the videos lately. But let me show you what I've been up to lately. I haven't done a lot of work here. Hello, cell phone. Thank you. I will view that message later. This is the upper area of the saloon. Still working on it. I need torches up here. I need to make some torches. These are going to be the little bedrooms up here. There's just going to be like a bed in here, and basically that'll be it. Just a bed, because these are very basic rooms. These cowpokes who are out here in the wilderness, they don't need nothing fancy at all. I haven't done a whole lot of work. I don't know exactly what I showed you in here from last time. I think I may have done these log beams. I don't really know. As I said, it's been a while since the last episode. I've kind of taken a bit of a break from videos. I took a week off. It wasn't really a planned week off, and then my unmotivation is kind of carried over into this week. So for those of you who've been missing these videos, I do apologize. There's a good reason for this, for me missing videos and stuff like that, and we're going to talk about some of that today, but in the meanwhile, we're also going to work a little bit on this place, and I only have 4 oak wood planks left, really? Maybe we're just going to be cutting down trees today. I don't know exactly what we're going to do, but doesn't look like I'm going to be building a lot, unfortunately. Well, that's okay. I had meant this to be a talky episode anyway. So let me go ahead and make some planks here real quick so I can bring a bed to take with me. Because I don't want to get caught out at night with the monsters around when we're going to chop down trees. Yeah, totally meant to do some building on this today. It looks like maybe we won't get any done because we need some oak wood. I know it could take a horse, but whatever. I'm in no rush. Which doesn't explain why I'm running over here at light speed. So anyway, where I've been for the last little while. If you've looked in your sub box, you've seen a couple episodes come up over the last few days. Last week I did put out an episode of Sunburn Islands. This week, no episode of that. My recording schedule is going to be a little bit off for a little bit, I think. I have a vacation coming up in 2 weeks. Starting on the 14th of September, I'm on vacation. I'm not going anywhere, as usual, but I will be off of work, so I'll have time to record and actually get some stuff edited and ready to go. So I'm kind of waiting for that push to do some of the stuff. Episodes that you will see, I'll still try to put up an episode or 2 of Discord in Minecraft. I'll still try to do some Feed the Beast and some Cube Planet if I can manage it, but I'm just anticipating, being kind of slow on the videos over the next week or so. And for that I do apologize, but as I said, there are reasons, so let me go ahead and talk into this. The first of the major reasons is work. Work is a pain in my backside. As many of you know, I work in retail, or maybe many of you don't know this, so let me tell you. I work in retail. I actually work in the receiving department. I'm the person who receives all the freight. And this is an incredibly busy time of year because, I don't know if you know this or not, but Christmas is only 3.5 months away. Just let that sink in for a minute there. Christmas is only 3.5 months away. Yeah. So we're getting all of our Christmas stuff in now. We're starting to get all the stuff in for, actually right now it's Thanksgiving stuff we're getting a lot in. Like today we got a bunch of turkey basters and turkey lifters and placemats and stuff like that. It's a bunch of Thanksgiving related stuff coming in now. And then in a couple weeks all the Christmas stuff comes in. I think the week after I'm on vacation we start getting all that Christmas stuff. Where is this cow hurting himself? What are you doing, buddy? Anyway, so work has been absolutely positively insane. A lot of the times what I will try to do is I will try to... Well, actually, let's try to sleep real quick here. It's getting dark. I can only sleep at night. What you talking about? What you talking about? I want to sleep now. Oh, don't make me wait. Don't make me wait for night. I'm so scared of the dark. Just let me sleep. Wow, I really misjudged how dark it was. There we go. So anyway, like I said, work has been a lot of work. It's been very difficult. And because of that, I get home and I'm completely worn out. Like today, for instance, received a bunch more freight. I'm only recording this today because I was sitting on my computer. I'm like, I really should record an episode. I don't know exactly when this is going up. I'm recording this on Tuesday the 3rd. I don't know if I'm actually going to edit this today. I think I may wait until Wednesday to edit this, so this wouldn't go up until Thursday probably. But I just am super unmotivated right now to do stuff because of work, and work has been exhausting, and it's a lot of work having a YouTube channel, and I feel silly saying that sometimes because I don't even have remotely a big channel at all. I have a very, very small channel. Those of you who are my subs, I thank you. You guys are wonderful. Everyone who watches videos and leaves comments and likes, you guys are amazing. And you guys make it worth to do this. But there's times when I just don't have the motivation or the energy, and I've run into one of those periods right now. It's been difficult to motivate myself because I do a lot of my recording and editing after work because on my days off I can only do so much, and some of those days off I actually want to take to relax and do nothing in. Excuse me, horse. Want all these saplings here. So it's been a challenge sometimes to even do any work. I mean, this is the first... I don't remember looking at when was the last time I was in this world, but it's been possibly close to a week since I've even played in the Discord Minecraft world. And this is my main series. What am I doing? I'm killing my credibility is what I'm doing. So it's been difficult to find that motivation. Sunburn Islands is an easy one because I record that, 2 to 3 episodes at a time and just, edit it all at once. With something like the Hardcore series, that's a little more difficult because I actually have to do stuff in that. Same with Discord and Minecraft. There's sometimes when I can do multiple episodes at once, but not often. Same with the Nostalgia series, which I do still want to continue. Yeah, it's just been very difficult finding motivation because I've had so little energy lately after work. It just hasn't made it very fun. I've just been mostly playing in Feed the Beast. And let me speak about Feed the Beast real quick here too. Feed the Beast Unleash is what I've been playing. I just put up the first episode of my new series there on the Cube Planet Broadside server, I guess it is what's run by. Cube Planet Broadside, a bunch of the Cube Planet guys. A lot of cool people there. If you're not watching that series, well, there's only one episode. You haven't missed much yet. There has been talk. I guess there's going to be a big update to the mod pack in a few weeks here, in a month or so. And there was some talk about us possibly resetting the map again. I don't know if that's actually going to happen. I'm kind of hoping it doesn't because this would be the second map reset we've had to do in the last couple weeks, because the first map we were playing on, like I mentioned in the first episode of that series, we lost the map. It got corrupted and was no longer playable, so we had to start from scratch, which was a bummer. But those things happen. But Feed the Beast is a lot of grindy work, a lot of stuff to get, and you have to do a lot of things before you can do other things to advance the stuff you're doing. So Feed the Beast it's a lot of work. So if we did reset, I would be fine with that, but my preference personally is not. But I think someone had said, maybe RedSword had said that we weren't going to reset. I wasn't exactly sure. It wasn't really clear, and I wasn't going to push the issue because I don't care that much. I'm not too stressed about it. This is a video game after all. This is fun. This is not work. I don't get paid for this, so I just do this for fun. So yeah, lack of motivation has really been keeping me down. The other thing, and this one was more right off the bat, this slowed me down instantly, and it helped lead into my lack of motivation. But let's see. On the 22nd of August, my Uncle Bill died of cancer. He had been sick for a few months now. He lives out in Ohio with my aunt. This is my uncle. My aunt is my dad's sister, so he's not uncle by blood, but he was still, family. He died of cancer on the 22nd of August, I think it was, so a couple weeks ago by the time you're seeing this. And, it was kind of unexpected. I mean, he was really sick. He wasn't doing very well, but he had been improving from what I'd heard. So we were hoping that that was going to continue and that he would, be able to continue to fight. But he had been on chemotherapy for a while, and it made him, really sick. When you're on chemo, it really lowers your immunity to certain diseases, and he actually got pneumonia. And that really, really made him very ill, and he had to go spend a couple of days in the intensive care unit in the hospital to try and recover from that. And then he got out of that, and he was back home. He was getting some in-home care, which was good. But we got word, or my mom got word late that evening that he had died. So that was really quite crushing. I didn't get the news until the next day before work, and when I got that news, I was just devastated, and the next day was just really difficult for me to get by. I mean, I can't pretend that I was close to my uncle. I hadn't seen him probably in, I don't know, a number of years. It'd been a really long time since I'd seen him. But he was still family. He was still my uncle, and I still have good memories with him. I still loved him. So it was really difficult to hear that he had died. Cancer is a bastard. Cancer is the worst thing in the world, and it's really really a terrible thing. To any of you who do have a loved one who is battling cancer, I know to an extent how you feel. It's terrible. Best thing you can do is give them your love and support. Yeah. And one of my first thoughts was, it really sucks. It's really painful to lose somebody like that. One of my first thoughts naturally was, I'm glad he's at peace now. He's not in pain. But then the next thought was, my poor aunt. She's lost her husband. I can't imagine how she feels. So it was a difficult couple of days. I actually used a vacation day to get the day off of work so I could have a couple days off to recover from that bad news. But it was really devastating to hear that. So that sent me into a just a couple days of being sad about my uncle, and just wanting to take it easy for a couple days and keep my aunt in my thoughts so that she could get through this difficult period. So that's really what started to kick off this whole week of me not really putting up episodes. And unfortunately, this week is probably going to look like more of the same, just because mostly of the work stuff, I've gotten into a very bad habit of not really having my act together. So we're going to try and improve that. Anyway, I think we've got enough wood for now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, let's get 8 more. Let's get a little bit more. Let's make it 5 full stacks, So yeah, not exactly sure. Oh, there's nothing we can talk about. We'll talk about that when we get back to the town here real quick. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Give me a minute to get my thoughts organized. I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, guys, welcome back. We're here at the saloon. Let's do a little bit of work here, and we can talk about some Minecraft stuff. We're not gonna talk about heavy stuff anymore. We're talking about Minecraft. Talking about fun stuff. So, earlier today on Twitter, Dinnerbone was talking about him knowing when the first snapshot for 1.7 was going to be released. I'm just lighting up these little places here so no monsters spawn up here at night, because we don't want that. Oh, hello, frame rate issues. How nice to see you once again. Hello, hello. Dinnerbone was talking about the first 1.7 snapshot, and that is apparently going to be, I think, this week. So maybe on Thursday the 5th, I believe, would be when that first snapshot comes out. Not sure exactly, and I actually realized I need some Junglewood blogs. He didn't directly say, but it was kind of easy to tell based on how he was replying to certain people who asked him on Twitter. You could kind of tell that it seems like it's probably this week that the first 1.7 snapshot is coming out. Now, the thing is, they're not going to release the 1.7 snapshots. They're not going to release the terrain updates yet. That's not going to be this update or this first snapshot. They're going to release some of the other stuff like the other special projects, and they've made a ton of changes to the code apparently. So that's what a lot of it is going to be. They're going to release the first snapshots. It's not going to have any of the terrain update in it. They're just going to do it mostly for the code to check to see how some of the code is working out, see how it's doing where they need tweaks and fixes and stuff like that. And then they will release other snapshots that will have the terrain updates in it. So when those come out, I think what I might end up doing is I may end up recording several episodes in a row of just like, not really like a sneak peek or a peep show idea of the new snapshot, but I kind of thought that I might, where'd my workbench go? It's right there. I might do something similar to that, like I'll record like some episodes and just sort of give my first impressions by going through and actually creating a new world in the snapshot and playing in that world and seeing what we could find. Because there's certain things that they've actually shown pictures of, and there's certain things they haven't. They're actually adding a lot more biomes than I thought they were going to add. I went to the Minecraft wiki last night, and I was looking at all the stuff they're planning on adding, and I am blown away by how many biomes they're adding. It's more than just a couple. They're adding a good half dozen at least. It's really cool. Speaking of really cool, I'm really liking how the saloon is coming along here. What do you guys think? I like it. I like it. There's the block I was looking for. It's right up there. I can't get it. But they're adding a lot more biome stuff than I thought they would. You know, stuff we've talked about before. I think I've mentioned the redwood forest is one they're adding. Also the mesa or the clay cliffs or the clay desert or whatever you want to call it. Disco Mountains, as Jeb jokingly referred to it as a while ago. That's another thing. That's another biome. There's also like a technical biome that's by the ocean. These really big sheer cliffs, or maybe not sheer, but really steep stony hills that are meant to look like cliffs, which I think is really cool. But that is apparently just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more that they're adding, and it's nothing that they've even shown pictures of yet. But according to the Minecraft wiki, Jeb was at a convention recently. I don't know if it was this past weekend or whenever it was, but it was recently. He was at a convention, and he was asked about the new 1.7 update, and he revealed that they had added even more biomes. And among those were biomes that were called, there's a birch forest biome apparently, which I would imagine is like a regular forest except mostly birch trees, obviously. There's also going to be a savanna biome, which is like a flat, grassy expanse, probably some lighter or browner colored grass with the occasional tree that sort of stuff. And then there's going to be another biome, which is going to be like a black forest biome. And essentially the idea behind that one is that it's a biome with a very dense forest canopy, so that during the daytime it's going to be dangerous to go underneath there because it'll be dark underneath pretty much all the time, which is really cool. And those are ones they haven't showed pictures of, and I'm going to try and avoid looking at pictures of those because I kind of want to go in, maybe not completely fresh, but I want to have a few surprises left for this particular hello phone. I will view your message later. Thank you. For this particular idea I have of just going in and recording my first impressions and seeing what we find, you know. So that's my idea there. I want to record and I want to try and avoid any more spoilers than I've already seen, just so I can go in and have a little bit of a fresh take. See what surprises there are out there that they've added. So it's gonna be interesting, I think. That's my idea, at least for what I want to do. Come on. For the new update. Now, there's another thing that I want to ask your guys' opinion on, and it's something that I'm very strongly leaning towards, and it's something I've thought of for quite a while. And the idea is basically a new world for Discord and Minecraft. This wouldn't be anytime soon. This wouldn't be until after the 1.7 release is official. Now, I know some of my thought is that, well, if we want to explore new biomes, let's just go out and explore new parts of this world here. And we certainly can't do that. But the issue with this world is that when I created it, I wanted to try the large biomes. So these are the extra large biomes. And it's really difficult to get around in this world because the biomes are so gigantic. So there's no guarantee that we would find a new biome quickly, or easily for that matter, without a lot of extensive traveling. You know, we already did a bunch of traveling for the 1.6 update in order to find these horselands that we are currently residing in and building our town. But my thought is, when the 1.7 update comes out officially and they've, released all these biomes and there's all these new places to explore, I kind of think that at some point relatively soon after that, I'm going to want to reboot the series in a way by starting with a new world, a fresh world, which would mean, losing all the work that we've done here, but it wouldn't necessarily be lost. It would just be, I'd be working on other things in this new world. So that's just a thought that I've had. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you're in favor of that. If you're not in favor of that, I'm still strongly leaning towards it, regardless of what you guys will say. It will probably take some serious convincing from you guys and on my part as well to see if I am able to, if I'm going to actually do that. So, oh look, it's raining. Hasn't rained in a while here, geez. Oh, excuse me. Got a little tickle in my throat there. So like I said, it's probably going to take a bit of convincing from my end for me to not do that, to change over the worlds. Like I said, this won't be immediate. I'm not going to, restart it right away. This will probably be a couple months out still. But I think when the time comes that 1.7 is fully and officially released, it'll be time to move on to a new world and explore those new things. Excuse me 1 second here. I got a cough. Whew, okay, that's better. I had to cough and take a drink of water there. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and get some sleep here. We're going to end the episode. This is looking pretty good. I still got to do some more decorative touches up here, add another layer to this roof type thingy here. But this is coming along right here. Hello, Lag Spike. Come on, let me just go to bed. So anyway, thank you so much for watching once again, everybody. I really appreciate you listening to me ramble in this episode. I had a lot of rambling to do. Let me know your thoughts about the potential new world, about anything. Just let me know your thoughts. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.